How are we doing, guys? Welcome to the next challenge on our 5x5 Boost Your Immunity Challenge. All right, so this is challenge 3, guys. If you've been following along over the last week and this week, we're looking at different ways we can boost our immune system. Yeah. So if you're watching, just say hi. I'll say hello for another minute, and then we'll get cracking. How you doing, Helen? Junie? Feeling good? Feeling fresh? We're moving into another challenge today, guys. A little mini challenge. So if you've been... welcome, guys. How are we doing? How are we doing, Martin? Emily? I'll say a few more hellos, and then I'm going to get into this third challenge, guys. All right, guys. So I'm good, Journey. Cheers. So if you've been following, guys, we have been looking at different ways of boosting our immunity during this period. A lot of these will be reminders for some of you, and some of you may not have heard these before. So in the first challenge, we looked at ways food sources that help strengthen our white blood cells, help boost our immunity. So if you haven't done that challenge yet, go back and have a look at that one, because I'll set you a little challenge to do on that first in the first series. Yeah. The second challenge was all about the effects of stress and anxiety on our immune system, and we spoke about state changes, different ways we can change our state throughout the day to help keep anxiety at bay. So a reminder, guys, as well, if you haven't looked at that video yet, go back. Both of those videos are already uploaded into this group, so go back and have a look at that one. The second video is probably the most important one out of this whole 5 challenge series, but this one I'm going to talk about today is critical for immunity. All right, and I wanted to talk about sleep today. Okay, sleep. So the thing with sleep, guys, yeah, reductions in sleep can lead to overtraining-like symptoms. Deep sleep is also essential for the production of growth hormone, which helps to repair tissue and helps to improve tissue and growth. And sleep loss can also promote immune dysfunction. Yeah, so sleep loss, a lack of sleep, can promote an immune dysfunction. So if you're sleeping less, or you're not getting enough sleep, or you're not getting the right quality sleep, it's very likely that you'll get a cold, or you'll be more susceptible for getting a cold, or more high risk at getting an infection in the form of a virus, etc., etc. All right, guys, so when you sleep, I'll just go into that a little bit more. When you sleep, your body releases proteins called cytokines. We spoke about cytokines in the first video. Yeah. Now, certain cytokines are needed to help you deal with stress, inflammation, that kind of thing. Yeah, so you need cytokines to be at a high level to deal with stress. And what was the other thing we said? Infection. So a lack of sleep reduces cytokine production. So you can see the link there between sleep deprivation or not enough sleep. It's directly correlated to your immune system. Now, between the hours of 10 and 12, that is when your body is repairing itself when you sleep. Yeah, between the hours of 2 and 6, that's when your brain is repairing itself. So psychological repairs is between the hours of 2 and 6. So when you tend to sleep more between the hours of 2 and 6, your body goes into like a temporary paralysis between the hours of 2 and 6. But between the hours of 10 and 12, that is when your body is repairing itself. So if you think about sleep deprivation, if you just take 1 hour away from that vital window of 10, between the hours of 10 and 12, you just take 1 hour away every night. That's 7 hours a week that you're not getting, or you're reducing your repair time by half if you're getting to bed just for 11 o'clock. Yeah, so that's like a night's sleep that you're not getting. So a lot of people are walking around sleep deprived. A lot of people are walking around sleep deprived. So this is the challenge, guys, for this on this third series. The challenge is just to get to bed on time one night of the week. Now, some of you might be doing this already. Some of you might be good sleepers already, and that's awesome. But if you're not, then just consider that if you're not asleep between the hours of 10 and 12, then you're missing out on that vital recovery time. Hope that's making sense, guys. So I had a discussion with one of my clients a few months ago. It's like, oh, Sam, oh yeah, but I get 8 hours, I get 10 hours, I get to bed at 12, 1 o'clock. That's great. You're getting the sleep, but you're missing out on that repair time, yeah, between the hours of 10 and 12. All right? So that's the challenge, guys. Now, if you can't get to sleep very well, I would consider a bedtime ritual. Yeah, a bedtime ritual. Now, when I talk about a bedtime ritual, a lot of people, and I get this as well, sometimes if you can't get to sleep, it's probably because you've been wired for that day. Now, you can become wired in different forms. It can be too much. You're being stimulated too much. It could be in the form of coffee. It could be in the form of too much sugar throughout the day. It could be too much stressful thinking. And it also could be something that you do in the lead up to your bedtime, which might be like watching TV, which is stimulating too much. So what I would have you consider is a bedtime ritual, or just be mindful of what you're doing in the lead up towards bedtime. And sometimes, and you may have heard this before, bright light, staring at screens for too much, that can have a detrimental effect on your sleep. What tends to happen there is when your brain senses this artificial light, it thinks it's daylight when in fact it's dark outside, so it dumps a load of the stress hormone cortisol into your system to keep you awake. Pretty awesome, right? But obviously if you're trying to get to sleep, if your stress hormone cortisol is up, obviously you'll get an adrenaline release as well, so because the body thinks it's daylight, so it will want to keep you awake. So that's just something for you to consider, a bedtime ritual. Now that can be anything, something that's calming. How much sleep do you need to bolster your immune system? The latest research is if you're an adult, 8 hours. If you're a teenager, between 9 and 10 hours. And if you're school-age children, that can be anywhere between 10 hours plus. Anywhere between 10 hours and plus. All right. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? So that's the challenge, guys. Our third challenge in this series is to be mindful of your sleep, but to get to bed on time at least one night of the week. Okay? Over the next 7 days. At least one night of the week at 10 o'clock. Not 11 o'clock, not 12 o'clock. And if you're already doing that, awesome. Think about maybe a bedtime ritual. But if you're already doing one night a week or 2 nights a week, go for 3 nights a week where you're getting to bed on time. Right? I cannot stress to you how important sleep is when it comes to bolstering your immune system. It's the most overlooked thing as well. Yeah. And obviously sleep is affected through stress. Okay, obviously if you've been stressed that day, if your mind's going crazy, then obviously you'll find it harder to get to sleep that night. All right, that is our third challenge, guys. So reminder, challenge 1 was all about food sources that will help strengthen white blood cells. Our second challenge was all about stress and anxiety and the effect it has on our immunity. If you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch that, guys. And we talk about state changes. And this is our third challenge. Sleep. Getting to bed on time. Obviously, getting to bed on time 7 nights a week is going to be hard if you're not doing it already, and it's unrealistic. So that's why we're just going for 1 night a week where we try to get to bed on time. All right, guys, I'm just going to read a quick question. Junie, does that count if you're asleep daytimes? Because I wake 12 noon and I'm back to sleep again about 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's okay to nap throughout the day, but obviously anything more than 20, 30 minutes isn't as effective as what it could be, Junie, if that makes sense. Our sleep goes with our sleep-wake cycles are to do with the sunlight. Yeah, they're to do with the sunlight. So when the sunlight is low and when darkness comes, that's when, from a physiological perspective, that's when we should be ready to sleep. That's why the artificial light thing is not, in the form of mobiles, laptops, TVs. Too much of it does have a little bit of a detrimental effect on the sleep. So guys, some of you might know this already. This might be reminders for a lot of you. Okay, I hope that's answered your question, Junie. That is our third challenge, guys. Any questions? Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them the next time I'm online. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you soon. What is the day today? The day today is Tuesday, so our next live workout is Thursday morning. Mobility, strength and HIIT. Hopefully I'll see you there for that one. And that'll be a state changer for Thursday morning. Peace out, guys. Any questions? You know the drill. Just put them in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day.